Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu zungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika, imarika we.
Hello there, dear viewer, extending warm to you and all this Thursday morning, and it is a chilly morning, the very first day of August. You are right on time for this exclusive conversation coming to you live from Caritas Microfinance Bank head office located at the Cardinal OTUNGA Annex right here at the heart of Nairobi CBD. And of course, Caritas Microfinance Bank last month, let me put it this way, on the 25th of June 2015, Caritas Microfinance Bank flapped its very first wings into the financial markets or the financial industry. And this far today, being the first day of August, we'll delve into this conversation just to see how far the journey has been, the journey of innovation, growth, as well as branding. So joining me in this discourse is none other than Mr. Moses Nganga, who is the head of institutional banking. Good morning, Mr. Moses.
Good morning, it's you.
Thank you for hosting us today.
Thank you. We are very grateful to have you around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So tell us briefly, what does institutional banking entail?
The institutional banking entails that we intend to bank the institutions, but for us, from where we sit, institutional banking starts with the parish. For us, we take a parish as an institution. You know, we have congregations. We have congregations. We take them as an institution. When we talk about Don Bosco, we talk about Consolata. We talk about even sisters, like Assumption. For them, Assumptions of Nairobi or any congregations for us are institutions. So then we go back to the schools are institutions. The hospitals are institutions. So that is what is entailed in institutional banking.
Great. So what's your mandate as the head of this department?
So my mandate as the head of institutional banking is to make sure that Caritas Microfinance Bank is able to serve the whole of Catholic ecosystem. And not only the Catholics, but also the Kenyans at large, but looking at them from an institutional point of view.
Thank you very much for creating time for this conversation. And my name is Sasha Elizabeth. Of course, I will be guiding this conversation, but first things first, we also allow you to weigh into the conversation. You can do that by dropping your comments, your questions, anything you want to know before or in between Caritas Microfinance Bank since it started and right now. Feel free to drop your comments, your questions, your queries, feedback on our social media platforms, that is on YouTube and Facebook. You can as well send an SMS on 0717-424-866 or on our SMS line 21760. And my name is Sasha Elizabeth. Off we start with the backdrops. What does Caritas Microfinance Bank mean exactly?
Caritas Microfinance Bank, as we go back probably to see what does the word Caritas means. Caritas is an Italian word or a Latin word, and it's basically means charity. All it means, it just means love. So as we are based, our name comes from that, which is in the book of Matthew, where we are told to love one another, to love your God with all your heart, with all your might, and also to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So for us in Caritas, what we do is to try to share that love. Yes.
I know you'll tell us how best you share this love by kuimarisha jamii or fortifying members of the society. But what really fueled the need to start Caritas Microfinance Bank 9 years ago, slightly more than 9 years ago?
So if I go back a bit more than 9 years ago, I can tell you that there were no people who came together and say that let's start a bank now. So this happened simultaneously back in around 1983 when the servant of God, now the late Cardinal Maurice OTUNGA, he visited a parish in the rural areas, that is in Gatudu North, in a parish called Kiriko Parish. And if you remember, he was the first African bishop. So, and you know, previously we had white bishops who were able probably to give a bit of money, clothes when they go to church, and I think those people who are old, they know that. But now, him being the first African bishop, he didn't have that. But you see, the Christians, they were expecting something from him or from the church. So as he continued seeing this, so on that particular day, I can say the Spirit of God inspired him, and he thought just like the first Christians who came together, brought their whatever they had together and shared. So that is the message he passed to the Christians on that particular Sunday. And he told them to come together and put together what they have, like now what we call now table banking, and to be sharing that. And I can tell you, Shasha, that time, 22 women were left after Mass, read by the late Father Mokui, and then they contributed what they had in their pocket, 20 shillings, and they raised 680. And that was the first money that actually was banked in Thika from Gatudu wow. South. Yeah? So, and that was the first money, 680. And then from there, the groups now started in the Keriko, in another parish, like that. And eventually, the whole of the Archdiocese of Nairobi, they had groups in every parish. But they were groups to help each other, to try and uplift the lives or the livelihood of themselves. And that grew when the Bishop Dingi came. He didn't kill the dream. He nurtured it. And it was during his time that he thought, these groups now become, because they are becoming more and more, they need to be more structured. And he thought, in his own wisdom, he didn't put them in any other bank. He thought of starting now a microfinance bank. But he didn't actualize that. The eminence, Emeritus, Cardinal John Jue, it is him who fulfilled now the dreams. Because now, as you rightly put it, in 2015, June 25, this bank was now born as Caritas Microfinance Bank, and it was now licensed, and now we are regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
So is there a specific gap that you would just pinpoint that Caritas Microfinance Bank filled up in our society today?
Yes. As I said, this is a born from the groups. You see, most of the banks we know historically that existed, they looked for people with the money, they looked with the people with the jobs, they looked the people with the big businesses, but there was nobody who was thinking about the people, what I can now call the bottom of the pyramid, people who are unbanked. So I think that was the biggest gap that this Caritas Microfinance Bank came to fill. On top of that, we say we are an ethical bank. Shasha, we are not only here to make business. Ours, we are not driven by what profits we declare at the end of the year. That is not our driving force. Our driving force, as I said, is we want to share the love of God. We want to make people realize their full dignity, their full potential with our services to them. So, and that is actually, I can see, being an ethical bank is actually our distinguishing between us and probably any other.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nganga. And it is one of the legacies of the servant of God, Maurice Michael Cardinal OTUNGA. Professor Njoroge calls him a man of many hats. the first Hertz, that is the first indigenous bishop in Kenya, who rose up the ranks to become the first cardinal. And CMB recently held its 9th annual general meeting, where a suite of digital solutions, banking solutions, were launched. Can you share how the journey has been, or how the last fiscal year has been for the Caritas Microfinance Bank, briefly?
Yeah, I would say that for us, we want also to distinguish ourselves as a digital bank, because we understand the future of banking is not a place where you go to do things. The future of banking is what you are able to do where you are. So we want our Christians, we want our people, we want our Kenyans to be comfortable and to bank wherever they are. So that is why we have invested so much digitally, so that we don't need, right now we are serving people from the north, from the south. We have our customers from Marara, we have our customers in Maridi, we have because you only need to open an account. When you open that account, then it means then from there you can be able to transact wherever you are. And that is why we are coming in handy, because also doing that, we save a lot. We save a lot in terms of money, because if we say everybody has to travel to go to the bank, you need to clothe well, you need to pick a motorbike or whatever to go to that. There is
they need to request
exactly formation to go. So
office,
when we are enable you to do what you can be able to do banking at your comfort, I think that is a step in the right direction. With the AI, artificial intelligence, that is where the world is, and we want to move with the world. We want to be there. That is why we are so much investing on digital banking, and that is why we launched that.
Absolutely. And could you just briefly, sticking on the digital banking solutions, could you please share some of the features that stand out in the digital solutions that you launched last month, and how they will help enhance service efficiency to CMB clients?
So what we did last month was where you are able, if you are whatever, let's say from an individual point of view, or myself, I can be able to open my account from the comfort of my zone or wherever I am, and I am able to transact. As a group also, if we are, you are used to checkbooks. Now we are facing out the issue of the checkbooks, which we are thinking that it is also going to help us even in the green energy to save even our trees. Because what we need to do, you are given, there is something we call Caritas Pay Portal, where you are able to upload that, and then if you are in a group, you are given like tokens that when the initiator of the transaction initiate, then it is able to move to the other person and to prompt him in his phone that you need to upload this, and then it goes to another person. And then it also has a feature. If you say you are not uploading, you can also say why, and then it goes back. And then a process is gone under. So you don't need to think that I'm traveling tomorrow to Mombasa, so I need to leave some checks signed or to UK. So long as where you are there is net, you can be able to transact in that. So also for the groups, also for the groups, we have what we call Caritas Chama, which is a software which is able now to manage the groups, as I said. And not Catholic groups, not church groups, any groups. Even if you people in Capuchin, you have a group, we can give you that software that is able to manage all your money. You can deposit, you can withdraw, you can give each other's loan. It is able to keep all your records. And for us, it is free. So for us, digital is really a game changer for us. And we hope we are going even to have more uptake of our digital solutions, because we are offering it across board to institutions, to individuals, to companies, all over. And for us, moving money from Caritas to Caritas, it's free. We don't charge.
So for a group or an individual to open an account, there's some paperwork that is involved. So with the digital solutions, does it mean that all this can be done virtually without any one of them visiting one of the Caritas Microfinance Bank branches?
Yes, that is what we are saying. Precisely, precisely what we have said. Even now, if there is one of you here who doesn't have a Caritas account, there are just few steps that you just go. You go to Google Play, then you just download Caritas Pay app. Then from there, it will just check itself. Now it's an engine which will check whether you have an account. If you have an account with us, then it will tell you have an account. Then you can go to open another account because we have different accounts. Then if you don't have, then it will just go and tell you input your phone number, and then you are going to do that. Then an OTP will be created. Then it jumps to you, and then you continue. They are about just 10 steps, and then after that is done, wherever you are, you have your account which you can be able now to continue operating.
Great, thank you. Moving on swiftly, as Caritas Microfinance Bank continues to celebrate 9 years of its contribution in society, particularly the law, the needy people in community, bringing together and pulling resources together. What major milestones would you say the bank has achieved over the past 9 years?
Chacha, as I said, we started our journey, that is 9 years ago, and we are only here in Nairobi. We have 2 branches also here. We have here at Cardinal OTUNGA Annex and at Cardinal OTUNGA PLAZA. We have a retail, and we have a cooperative branch. Then from there, we spread our wings. We went to Kawangware. We have a branch in Kawangware. From there, we went to Donholm. We have a branch in Donholm. We went to Karori. We have a branch in Karori. Then from there, we moved out. We are in Nakuru. We have a branch in Nakuru. We are in Thika. We have a branch in Thika. This year, actually in May, we moved to Nyeri at Nyadha Plaza. And we have a branch there in Nyeri. We have also opened another branch at Githurai. And now we have other offices, which we are calling the marketing offices, in Eldoret. We have in Homa Bay. We are really growing and we are moving. Our interesting part of it is not even the expansion. It is the belief that we are getting from the Christians, of course the Catholics to start with, and all of the other Christians. Chacha, if I tell you, even the groups, the ones we call Caritas Nairobi, 60% are Catholics, 40% are non-Catholics. So even here, when we look at our data, we are not only serving the Catholics, we are serving the whole entire the community. And for us, as I said, we are very particular. We are not out to make profits. We are out to uplift the lives of our people. And we are everywhere. We are in agriculture. We have agribusiness. We are doing so much, very good in agribusiness. And a case in point is the dairy that we have in Remuru. That dairy is not serving the Catholics. It is serving the community. So this is how we want to go, and we are entering to deep up even partnerships so that we also with other people, so that we can be able to reach the household with what can uplift their lives. And just to mention, in that line, we are acting also, we are getting in MOUs with companies, which will even help us, our people, to adapt more greener in their homes, even in lighting, in solar, so that people don't only rely on Kenya Power, because we are blessed, Chacha, to have the sun throughout the year. So with the solar, we'll be able to serve. We will be able to save a lot of money. So that is one of the things that we want also to do with our farmers.
And I was honored to be part of the launch of the Nakuru branch, which I managed to have a conversation with the chairman of the board of directors, Mr. Kinyori Patrick, and of course the CEO, Mr. David Mukaru. You also pointed out something very important. There's always a tendency or a perception among people that if it's a Catholic-based institution, then the target is exactly Catholics. But it's good to know that it's open, that the doors to Caritas Microfinance Bank is open to all people of different faiths and credence. So now, are these milestones or the achievements, are they within your initial projections, or have they exceeded your expectations? Because for any organization or institution, when you set out, there's somewhere you look to be in a given period of time, short term, mid term, the long term. What did you say?
Well, let me say that we are within. We are within our projections. We have not reached, but we are on course. Because as I said that we are growing each and every day, and each and every year our numbers are increasing. We are serving more clientele in the market, and many people are coming to know us, and they are now coming. As I said, that's probably people don't see us so much doing marketing. Because as I say, even now what we are doing is not really marketing so much. We would like to share, because life is not marketed, it's shared. So we want people to come because of this referral, the word of mouth, the good service, the ethical banking that we are doing, the care that you have just put it, that we are Catholic bank, but we don't only entertain the Catholics. And you can see we are very good in schools. Our schools, we don't establish schools for Catholics. We establish schools for everybody. And if you go to our best schools, you get everybody served. Our best hospitals, everybody is served. So we believe the way people go to those hospitals and to schools without being called to go there, they are also coming, and they will still come to Caritas with a distinguish that we are an ethical bank, and we are there to serve them, fearing God, so that we can grow them. Yes.
Thank you very much. It is time to take a breather, but when we come back, there's quite a lot more that we are going to discuss. The conversation, which is quite insightful, is just started, and when we return, we will delve deeper into more about a building brand with Caritas Microfinance Bank's head of institutional banking, Mr. Nganga here. So stay tuned.
Jamii kuimarika ni vikundi kuungana, muungano wa kujisaidia na uhusiano na Caritas. Imarika we
Kimasomo, kibiashara, kiukulima, kiteknolojia.
Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu zungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
imarika we
Tunapendeza kutazama kwa nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Tunapendeza kutazama kwa nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Inapendeza kweli, inapendeza sana, inapendeza, inafurahisha moyo. Nyumba ya Bwana inapendeza.
When we build God's house, He promises to build ours. When we honor God with our wealth, He promises to bless us in return. The Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kisii, Joseph Mairura Okemwa, warmly invites all Christians to a momentous occasion this Saturday. That is, they celebrate the grand opening of St. Kizito Kigati New Parish, beautifully carved from St. Charles Lwanga Kisii Cathedral. The Holy Mass will be presided over by Bishop Joseph Mairura starting at 10 a.m. This historic event will be brought to you live on Capuchin TV and across all our social media platforms. Capuchin TV extends heartfelt congratulations to the faithful of the Catholic Diocese of Kisii for this remarkable achievement. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity channel.
Tunapendeza kutazama kwake Bwana, nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Tunapendeza kutazama kwake Bwana, nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Inapendeza kweli, inapendeza sana, inapendeza, inafurahisha moyo. Nyumba ya Bwana inapendeza, inapendeza.
Jamii kuimarika ni vikundi kuungana, muungano wa kujisaidia na uhusiano na Caritas. Imarika, imarika we.
Kimasomo, kibiashara, kiukulima, kiteknolojia.
Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu uzungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika, imarika we.
Welcome back. We are glad you're still keeping tabs with us here on this exclusive conversation on brand building. With me here is none other than Mr. Moses Nganga, who is the head of institutional banking at Caritas Microfinance Bank. And we continue with our conversations about brand building here. Welcome back to the this second part of this conversation, Mr. Moses. Just some people trying to call in, and of course we give you an opportunity to drop your questions. If you have any queries, direct them to our number, which is 0717-424866, and those who are manning it are definitely going to share what your queries with us. So now we proceed. Customer trust is quite paramount in banking. Could you please share how CMB ensures transparency and trustworthiness in its operations?
So as I said it, Chacha, and I continue to put it, that Caritas, actually, the first one actually for Caritas we started for is for us it is customer centric. Mm-hmm. We want to be focusing on our customers, and I said we are not only there to serve them, we want to be to serve them ethically as an ethical bank. So what we don't compromise in our banking is the first thing. People know that they have to have that high integrity in serving our customers. And I said we are not here only to make money. So we are not looking at our customers as somebody we want to just to get from. Yeah, we want to build this particular person, but we want to grow together. The way we can say we are growing together with our people, understanding each other, knowing the problems that people are facing, walking the journey together from account opening, all through to what that person is doing, with a lot of dignity as a human person created in the image and the likeness of God. So, and our staff, the people who are serving us, we make them to understand that when they come from other institutions, because we employ people who are coming also from the institutions. When they land here, we also try to show them and to empty probably that business mentality and to tell them here we are not only doing business as usual. We have a business which is distinct We are serving people from that perspective that these are God's people, and we want to give them that service, that it is that. So the dignity of a human person for us is very high, and that is why we say we are an ethical bank. We want to do things ethically, and we want our people to feel that warmth. Even when they enter our banking hall, they feel that they are being served by people who value them. And I think some of those people who have entered our branches, probably they can say. But from the surveys that probably we receive, people are quite positive on ourselves. And that is why I say, probably you have not seen us so much in the media, but we still get numbers because of the referrals. And we believe for us, that is it. Because a satisfied customer, served well, that person will come back. But if you are served badly, you even tell people not to try to go through what probably you went through.
Okay, so in terms of communicating changes, because you understand this financial sector has a lot of dynamics that could affect clients or prospective clients. How do you do that to ensure there's openness, particularly in communicating any changes?
So if there is anything that we are doing, because we are in touch with our customers, for ourselves we believe in what we call relationship management. And not only relationship management, but strategic relationship management. So we have we have a team which knows which customers that they serve. Like now, let's talk about institutional banking. Institutional banking, we have institutions, as I said, we have healthy facilities. We have people who are entrusted to serve healthy facilities, to nurture that relationship between us and the healthy facilities. We have a team which is taking care of education. So they are able to nurture that relationship particularly. We have a team which is taking care of the parishes. They are able to look at the parishes and the groups in the parishes, the CWA, the CMA, the youth, the whole of it. So when we are communicating, for us it's very easy to pass that communication to people so that they are not surprised. We are able to call them, we are able to write to them, we are able to call them, and we are able to talk to them so that nobody feels aggrieved. We have a call center here which is operational 24/7, where our people, whether they are experiencing downtime or they have challenges or something happened, they can call and they can be answered their questions.
Thank you. And let's get to the cruise of our discussion today. Brand building is quite crucial for any institution, for any industry in whatever sector. How have you, as Caritas Microfinance Bank, approached brand building, and what really sets you apart in terms of brand building from other financial institutions, particularly microfinance institutions in the country?
So I see as a base, we always say that even our tagline is the Twaimarisha Jamii. That is our tagline, Twaimarisha Jamii. It's a Swahili word, which means that for us, we take care of the households. So that is when we wake up in the morning, our philosophy is, before we sleep, we'll ask ourselves, have I touched a life, a jamii in that depth? So that's the way we look at it. And we would not wish to lose focus of that. Even if we grow, because we will serve everybody, as I said, in our schools, in our hospitals, we serve everybody. But we don't want to forget that we are actually what we can call a household bank. So, and I can say, anybody in this country who want a bank, a financial institution that will be able to go to his kitchen, this is where to be. Because and you can see even the way we are structured, church, from the Catholic Church has got a structure. We start from a diocese, we go to a parish, we go to a local church, we go to a small Christian community. Then when you reach a small Christian community, you are in the house. Yeah. So that is what we want to be known for, and those are the problems that we like to solve, the range of those problems from the households going up.
So all these, are they depicted on your corporate branding, your strategic corporate branding and marketing as well?
Exactly, exactly. That is the way it is. In our strategic plan, that is the way it is. It is very well narrated, the way we are going to approach our business, and it is that perspective. We have what we are calling a diocese development model, which looks like the whole of the Archdiocese of Nairobi or the Diocese of Murang'a at that level. But now we have a parish development model, which will be able to come back and look at the parish, which will help us to go. That is how we approach our businesses, and that is the way we will continue approaching our business.
Great, thank you very much. And we have, in light of recent economic challenges, right from the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 towards a couple of subsequent years, then we were ushered into one of the longest drought menace in the country, and then later on floods wreaked havoc in our country, and the recent demonstrations across the country. These are some of the challenges. Some are unprecedented, and I mean most of them. How has CMB adopted to continue providing support and services to its clients, even amid such unforeseen, let me call them hazardous or pandemics and stuff?
I can tell you, Sasha, God has been on our favor, on our side. God has favored us. And I know in the market there, the times are very difficult for everybody, for the banks, for microfinance banks and whatever. And I can tell you for sure, if you do a bit of research, there are even some of the microfinance banks which are not ready as per now because of, too much of people not paying, because these problems were compounded, as you have said, with the COVID-19, with the drought, with the floods, and even what is happening now. But I can tell you, by prayers, by being together with our people, we have been able to maneuver. And up to now, we are being able to read. We have been, there are people who, their businesses went down completely during COVID and with the floods and wherever. But we are able to come to restructure those loans, to talk with you. If you are given you some money, you are paying 50,000, we can come back and talk to you, and then you tell us you can only be able now to pay 20,000. You can only have that loan restructured so that it is able to accommodate you. You need a top up so that you can waken up your business. These are the conversations that have kept us going, and even going forward. It is the same thing that we are able to talk to a customer, to listen to them, to in a round table, and just like a family, because we are a bigger family. And then we are able to, we are not looking them there and us here. No, we are together in it because we are experiencing the whole thing. COVID hit all of us. The drought hit all of us. The floods hit all of us. So we understand. It is me and it is that household. So, and I think with that deep conversation, when we don't put ourselves, you there, we give you a loan, you are there. For us, we are the financiers, we are here. Then we don't want to listen to you, what is going through you, and all that. And I can say we have not even had so much unfortunate circumstances where we can say that we have gone deep to court battles, I don't know, to repossessing of people's goods and all those things. I think God has been on our favor. I can be able to say like that. Yeah. Even what is happening now with our Gen Zs. I don't know, Chacha, you can just check. And you see the people seated there are Gen Zs. And more than...
I can see my camera person smiling. Mulama, I think you fall.
Even the staff that you are having there, they are Gen Zs.
Yeah.
And 60% of our staff here are Gen Zs. And even them, we have even challenged them now to come up with a product for the Gen Zs. And they are coming up very well. And we want to listen to them because they are with us here. And the ones who are in the streets, they are our children. We want to listen to them and to have a deep conversation with them and to come up with the product that, and it is a conversation we have started, Chacha, if I can tell you. It's a conversation we have started with them. We are looking at their business plan, we are looking at their thoughts, and we are asking ourselves, they don't have log books, they don't have title Ds, all they have is the great knowledge. Then how can we come in and we are able to work with them.
Thank you. So, I know a lot of these occurrences find us unprepared, just like the pandemic. Nobody in the world was prepared for that. But we learn from what happens. And then, so right now, would you say that the bank is well prepared to cushion its clients in case of any other similar occurrences in future, particularly those with the loan facilities and stuff?
Yes, Chacha, and that necessitated to start our sales bank assurance within us, within the Caritas. So it means that everybody who is taking our own facility with us is already insured. So in case of those eventualities, we are able to cushion them. And for us, we also do, let me touch something about financial literacy. For us, we are driven by what we call financial literacy. And that is in our top, because we try to educate people about the issues of money. And Chacha, I can tell you, in this country, there is no school where financial literacy is taught. Even if you are an accountant, you are taught how to manage other people's money, but not yours. Even if you are a banker, you are taught how to bank, but we have taken financial literacy for personal money management. And that is what comes to our customers. We are able to take them the financial literacy first. When we go through that, they are able to save. Then after saving, whatever they are saving is what they can take to the bank. Then whatever they are taking to the bank, it is against that then they can be able even to consume now bank assurance and whatever. So for us, credit is actually in the last part of it, because we already require or encourage only those people who are in need of money to take it. Yeah.
The aspect of financial literacy, it's quite a crucial aspect, particularly in such times that you are not able to tell what could be happening the next minute. So it's good to hear that you invest a lot on financial literacy. How does CMB support communities it serves, and what role does the corporate social responsibility play, particularly in your brand building strategy?
We have a lot because, you know, as we are living with the societies which are charged, and you know the church is still in front of that charity, as even from our word. So we have even many homes, children homes, home for the aged, you know, all that. So we ourselves, we try to move in and to see how we can be able to support them financially, and also you know, whatever we can, even in material, is actually almost a norm that in this, when it comes to Easter, when it comes to Christmas, we have to think, who are we going to share with? Who are we going to celebrate with? And before even we think about our families, we also think about the disadvantage in our societies. The young ones, we want also to bring them knowing that it is good to give. So whatever we are doing, like now here in Nairobi, we have a team, we call them Bacon Boys. I don't know whether we know about the Bacon Boys.
Share a bit about the Bacon Boys. It sounds quite interesting.
The Bacon Boys is like, you know, they are saying the boy child is the endangered species. It is like the boy child feel neglected. So if the Archdiocese of Nairobi, they come up with that group, we call them the Bacon Boys, where we want to give our young people hope that, and we want them to grow with confidence. Yeah, young men with confidence. And because that confidence have eroded over time, and they feel like, okay, we are saying they are the people in the society or whatever, but the society we studied, they feel that women are doing better than them. We are there to give them hope, to work with them, to support them, you know, all that. We work together with them. Even now, we are talking about even our future priests. They are coming from whom? They are coming from these boys. So we are our future husbands. They are the fathers. They are coming from these boys. We want to nurture, to work with them as they grow. Even on a Friday, we can welcome you for a gopher, which is supposed to raise fund for our seminarians, those who are in the seminary. We are participating in it. So we are in it together in the community. When it comes to tree planting, like now, even when we are given the opportunity by the president to plant trees, I don't know whether you planted, but we went to plant.
We did.
We planted. We planted 1,000 trees with the children together with them. So we are giving back to the society, and we are hoping one of our achievements will be to come up with the Caritas Foundation, which actually, through what we are doing, we are laying that ground for that foundation.
What do you consider your greatest CSR activity as Caritas Microfinance Bank?
I can say now the greatest is financial literacy, Chacha, because we have gone even to schools now. Even schools now, we are introducing clubs, what we are calling saving clubs in schools. So
wow.
that, yes, we have started, we are educating the teachers so that as they have the drama club, as they have the music club, farmers club, now there is saving clubs in schools, because we want Kenyans to grow with a saving culture. Because the culture we have is what we call the spending culture. If you have money in your pocket, as long you cannot even be able to sit down, it is like it is calling you to go and spend. And you see the developing countries, if you talk to them, they will tell you they save 60, they spend 40. For us, we spend everything. So our biggest CSR is, I can tell you, it is financial literacy. Because for us to educate one master trainer to train, the bank is spending more than 30,000. Yeah.
Does the training, do you stretch out the training to other parts of the country, reaching out to the remote, far-flung places?
Yes, we do that, because as we are saying, wherever we are and wherever we are going, because this is our entry point. So if I go to a parish or I go to wherever, the first thing will be financial literacy. That will be the entry point. And now this entry point, we go now through the groups. You know, it is very easy because to pass through the youth groups, the women groups, the CW, and also other groups. I said we don't only deal with the Catholic groups. So as long as you have, even you in Capuchin, if now you have a group, do you want to go through financial literacy? You just tell me, because I come and when we go to a hospital, they have their group for the staff. We start with the financial literacy, which will help them to save their own money. And because where do we get money? Also ourselves, if the people are not saving. We have to teach them how to save so that they can bring the money to the bank. Yeah, so that is our entry, the saving. And I can see that is the biggest CSR that we are having.
You have really established foothold on digital innovations, and we have also challenges of digital divide, particularly in very remote places, rural areas. But there are prospective households who could benefit from the services of Caritas Microfinance Bank. Have you considered that on how best you can reach out and tap from their potential?
Where there's a lot of challenges, you see, okay, when it comes to waves, you know, there are those who like they dominate in a whatever. But we also try to collaborate, and like now we do a lot with the Safaricom, so that we are collaborating with them, so that where they are able to reach, we can also be able to reach there. Because when we talk about our Caritas app or our USSD, which is we also use the platform like Safaricom, so that wherever the Safaricom can be able to have a net, then it means somebody with the Caritas device can be able to access our services. And that is why I say, as long as where you are, there is internet or there is net, then you can be able to trust. It's a challenge to some remote areas, but when it comes to the worst, then it means that those are even the places where we can be able to think of putting now the physical banks. Yeah.
Thank you. And as we look into the future, what is your vision for Caritas Microfinance Bank in the next couple of years, in the next decade, as you'll be marking Silver Jubilee or Golden Jubilee? Where do you see CMB?
I can tell you for sure, Caritas is the next bank in this country. That one I can tell you with certainty. In a few, will be the first, let's say, Christian bank or Catholic bank in this country, a fully fledged bank, not a microfinance bank. That is where we are heading to. Then after that, Chacha, let me tell you, with our numbers, even if you are, I don't want to say, but with our numbers, even if you are to bank only Catholics, I don't know statistics because they don't lie. Nairobi has got 7.1 million people. Out of that, if you Google there, 4.3 are Catholics.
And countrywide, we are more than 10 million.
In the whole country, we are more than 17 million. We are cruising 20 million. So what I'm saying is that we are the next bank. And not only the next bank to make profit, but the next bank to offer ethical banking in this country. That is what we would like to be known of. A bank that does not be there to exploit the people, but to build the people, or to grow with the people and to help people have dignity. I know, and I can tell you, there are people who are suffering wherever they are, wherever they are banking. And some of them, they don't understand us. They don't understand Caritas, that we are here to rescue them. Yes.
Thank you very much. Our time is up, but in just a few seconds, any parting words for the viewers and especially those who are current or potential clients of Caritas Microfinance Bank in a few seconds?
I think I would really say thanks for the people we have, Caritas members who have been able to work with them. And I would say the doors are open for others, or the other Kenyans, to come so that we may be able to build this ethical institution together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moses. It was a pleasure having this conversation with you. And of course, we promise that we will be bringing you a lot of more conversations. Capuchin TV partners with the Caritas Microfinance Bank to ensure you are enlightened, know more about Caritas Microfinance Bank, how best you can benefit or just have that mutual benefit with this institution. And if anything, you've got any question, just keep them coming. In our subsequent conversations, we'll be sure to get the right people to respond to them. At this moment, I'd like to wrap up this conversation. But thank you for joining us for this enlightening conversation. And of course, in future, we'll look forward to a more interactive discourse and with other people that you get to know from different departments. And I was working closely with Adrian, and right now also have people who have been working behind scenes. I'm not alone here for us to come to you live. There is an indomitable team here and back at our head office in Karen. So I had Anthony Mulama and Alan Nandiva who are manning cameras, and on visual mixing I have James Nganga, your namesake actually. And then we have on the other side of our studios, we have Peter Mwangi. And my name is Sasha Elizabeth, or Captain Sasha if you so wish. Until next time, I'd like to salute you. Thank you.
Caritas Microfinance Bank imejitolea muhanga kwa kuwawezesha Wakenya kupata fedha kwa urahisi ili kujenga rasilimali na kujiendeleza. Maisha ya jamii yamebadilika na kuimarika. Msingi wa jamii ni utulivu wa familia iliyoimarika. Ukiwa na mradi unayohitaji kuimarishwa, tuna utu. Karibu uzungumze nasi. Caritas Microfinance Bank.
Imarika, imarika we. Caritas.
Wito wa Kifransisko ni wito wa kuweza kuwa ndugu mdogo katika kujali kulijenga kanisa lake, kama Mtakatifu Fransisko alivyopata wito wake wa kuijenga kanisa, basi tunaitwa kuweza kulijenga kanisa.
Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? And I said, Here am I, send me. Isaiah chapter 6 verse 8. The Order of Friars Minor Capuchins joyfully invites you to a mega two-tier celebration of religious silver jubilee and perpetual profession.
A Capuchin way of life is to be called to live the evangelical counsels by embracing the gospel values. St. Francis was called to be a repairer, and we as the followers of St. Francis, we are called to repair the church by repairing the hearts of the people, and to repair the hearts of the people is to repair the hearts which are wounded through evangelizing them, through embracing the gospel value and teaching them to live the gospel values.
We are blessed to witness the final vows of Brother Samuel Mwanje, Brother Michael Munovi, and Brother Nahashon Mokaya. At the same time, we will celebrate 25 years of religious life for Brother Titus Chalo, Brother Charles Maloba, Brother Paul Sila, and Brother Kenneth Makoha. This grand celebration will take place on Saturday, the 3rd day of August 2024 at the St. Padre Pio Frari in Karen, Nairobi. This event will be presided over by the custodial minister of the Capuchin Franciscan Friars in Kenya, Reverend Arnold Shirima, OFM CAP. The Capuchin TV fraternity will join the celebrations at the St. Padre Pio Langata Formation House, bringing you live updates on television, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. And what exactly attracted the brothers to the Order of Friars Minor Capuchins?
What really attracted me to the Capuchin of life is their simplicity. So Capuchin of life is about living simple life. Being a friar minor is being a lesser one in the society. And if we are all able to emulate that humility, then we can have a perfect society.
Capuchin TV staff and family extend their heartfelt congratulations to the brothers making their final vows and those celebrating their silver jubilee. Your dedication and service are an inspiration to us all.
I would like to welcome you all to our perpetual vow celebrations. Wote karibuni. Asante.
For inquiries, contact Father Charles Charo at 0735 015 616. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity. Teach children how they should live, and they will remember it all their life. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Are you a principal of a Catholic-sponsored public secondary school or an associate member? The Commission for Education and Religious Education, SERE, under the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, KCCB, invites you to the 9th edition Conference of the Catholic Schools Principals Associations Kenya, abbreviated as CASPA-K. This year, the CASPA Conference will be convened under the theme Catholic Schools, Hubs of Foundational Learning and Integral Formation for Holistic Growth. This 3-day conference will take place from Tuesday, 6th of August to Thursday, 8th of August 2024 at the Pope Paul VI Learning Resource Center within the Catholic University of Eastern Africa in Karen, Nairobi. The Capuchin TV crew will set camp at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa, bringing you real-time updates of the sessions on television and corresponding social media platforms for the 3 consecutive days. For inquiries about participation prerequisites, contact your Diocesan Education Secretary or KCCB Education Commission via education@catholicchurch.or.ke or call 0700 649 340. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
Tunapendeza kutazama kwake Bwana, nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Tunapendeza kutazama kwake Bwana, nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Inapendeza kweli, inapendeza sana, inapendeza, inafurahisha moyo. Nyumba ya Bwana inapendeza.
When we build God's house, He promises to build ours. When we honor God with our world, He promises to bless us in return. The Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kisii, Joseph Mairura Okemwa, warmly invites all Christians to a momentous occasion this Saturday. That is, they celebrate the grand opening of St. Kizito Kigati New Parish, beautifully carved from St. Charles Lwanga Kisii Cathedral. The Holy Mass will be presided over by Bishop Joseph Mairura starting at 10 a.m. This historic event will be brought to you live on Capuchin TV and across all our social media platforms. Capuchin TV extends heartfelt congratulations to the faithful of the Catholic Diocese of Kisii for this remarkable achievement. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity channel.
Tunapendeza kutazama kwake Bwana, nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Tunapendeza kutazama kwake Bwana, nyumba yake Bwana inapendeza. Inapendeza kweli, inapendeza sana, inapendeza, inafurahisha moyo. Nyumba ya Bwana inapendeza. Inapendeza.